been feeling scared. And I don't mean scared in the sense of monsters or impending doom, but you realize that no one is going to save you. And you realize that the truth, the great work, whatever it is that you want to call it, doesn't magically fix things, doesn't change things, doesn't illuminate a path with big, bold letters and lights on either side for you to follow. If anything, the truth and the great work turns off all of the lights, and it is you in the darkness navigating it for yourself. It is like when Neo is told in The Matrix that you're not told that you're something, you become it. And I can't think of exactly how the quote is, so like please correct me in the comments, but the path of true enlightenment, of true awakening is a painful one because it involves having to peel back and face a lifetime of shame, of conditioning, of brainwashing that society bestowed upon you before you even aware that that's what was happening, before you were even aware that you were being programmed. But at some point, you begin to realize what was happening and you still allowed it to happen. And you might still be allowing it to happen today. I know I am guilty of it. But the main thing I want you to know, and that Source wants to communicate through me, is that you aren't doing anything wrong. In society, we are currently being sold this lie that spirituality and awakening is all sunshine and rainbows, that it is manifesting and connection and this and that and gratitude and positive. And I am not saying that those things aren't good, because they are. Once you begin to connect with yourself, you do begin to have appreciation for the things around you. You do learn how to manifest things because you realize that manifestation is just how you're willing to direct your thoughts and actions. So it's not this like spiritual thing. It's you awakening to having control over your life and how you perceive it. But most of us were sold this lie that spirituality equaled the symptom or the byproduct, which was all of those things we just talked about, instead of you obtain those things through really hard, painful work. And I'm not trying to sound depressing or dramatic or doom and gloom, but it's just the reality of it. And it's a reality that a lot of people are afraid to talk about and afraid to face. So it makes true awakening this shameful thing that people begin to feel alone and victimized and like they're doing something wrong, and they, if anything, either pull back from their spirituality and their awakening, or they double down on I'm going to fake it till I make it with positive quotes and this and that and showing up for other people and being the person that I think I'm going to be, instead of actually realizing that you're not that person. You're just putting on a suit to live through life and play this role. So again, it's like going right back into like feeding the matrix. So the main reason why Source wants me to put this, like I said, it's not for doom and gloom. It's for you to realize that you haven't done anything wrong. And I drew the Hierophant card before we started the reading, and it really spoke to me of kind of what I've been feeling. And what this symbolizes for me is you went out into the world looking for answers, and you have found them, and you are continuing to find answers because you have realized that you are constantly learning, that every single person that you interact is an invitation for you to learn something about yourself and how humans as a whole collectively work. And while that can be a really beautiful thing, it can also be a really hard thing because you realize how many people haven't woken up yet and probably never will. But it's still up to you to continue to show up and continue to do the work. You can't do it for other people, but you can do it for yourself. And you can be conscious of how you interact with other people. And you can be conscious of the feedback that you take from other people, the things that you want to learn, the things that you're like, heard that, but that's not for me. So I know that you're feeling really alone right now. And I know that that is just this gut wrenching feeling because you, for the first time, are finally waking up to who you are. You have been doing the work, you have been showing up for yourself. I'm sure other aspects of your life are doing really good, or maybe you're still working at those too. But the main thing that I am feeling from you, because I am feeling it too, and we are connected in this is the whole point of me making this channel, is loneliness. And that doesn't mean that you don't have people in your life that you love, but there's a loneliness. And as I'm sitting here and I'm reflecting on this with you, and I'm connected with Source, I'm realizing that while that loneliness does come from the biological need as a human to have closeness with other people, I think the loneliness goes deeper than that for both of us. I think it goes down to the core and how we feel about ourselves and our relationship with ourselves. And I'm not saying this in the sense that we don't have self love, that we're not comfortable sitting with ourselves, because I love my alone time. I love it. But if we were to be honest with ourselves, is that loneliness something that would still eventually creep up if someone else was there? And I don't mean someone else necessarily just in a romantic sense. I mean someone else that like sees you for who you are, that views you for the person that you are becoming, for the person that you were meant to be. That makes you feel like you're not alone in this matrix. Even if we had our Trinity or our Neo, would that loneliness still be there? Is that something that would always be there? Is that just part of being a human? Is that loneliness just calling for connection with Source? And if so, what does that mean? Because I feel like I am connected with Source. Source is within us, so how can we be disconnected from it? No, I'm just doing. If you're still here, God bless you, because I know you're going through it too. But I'm curious, like, how are you feeling? What do you think this is all about? Do you think that this is just a chapter? Because I know things are cyclical and we go through patterns, things go up and down. But things in life have been really, really good. And that feeling is still there. The more I realize about myself and this world, anything, the deeper that feeling grows. And it doesn't mean that there aren't other positive feelings there, but that loneliness, what is it? Is that even the right word? Is that even the right word? I definitely just slurped, so I'm so sorry about that. But I'm not because it was kind of hot. But just gonna pull one card. We're not gonna get too crazy about this, but let's just pull a card on what are we not seeing? Like maybe there's something about this that we're not seeing. Have you taken the red pill? If we keep making the Matrix analogies, I've pulled those tubes out and they've shaved my head. Yeah. No. Okay, let's pull one card. But yeah, I mean, things have been intense lately. And I know it's not just me because when I feel called to make a video, I know it's because you're feeling it too. I'll do this. Get out of here. Oh, that's so funny. The Hierophant again. So what are we not seeing? I think we're seeing everything exactly the way we're meant to. We are the student and we are the teacher. And whether other people have woken up or not, you are awake. You are awake. How are you going to show up for yourself? Because the road is long and you're just beginning. And this isn't the lowest point, and it's not even close to the highest. There is so much brightness up ahead. And while I definitely think that this moment is temporary, and I do think that you will find the answer to the loneliness, maybe you find an answer with how to better cope with it. But for now, Source wants you to know you haven't done anything wrong. And while you feel alone, your angels are always, always with you. It's like when Jesus was on the cross and he was asking, my God, why have you forsaken me? He was literally fulfilling a prophecy. He was fulfilling his purpose. And in the moment where that was happening, the most important moment, he felt abandoned and disconnected by God. And whether you believe in Jesus or that doesn't matter. That story is a powerful one because that is something that we can all relate to. That is very much where you and I are right now. So, Source wants you to know that while you feel disconnected, it's because you're in a transition period. You just unplugged from the matrix and you're buffering into a new world, and it feels lonely while you're there because the old world no longer is, but the new one isn't quite here yet. But it's coming. So keep going. You are so incredibly loved. Let me know how this resonated. I started this because keeping those thoughts in my head just was starting to drown me. So I appreciate you being here. We are on this journey together. Your angel source, your higher self, and I, and always with you. And you are so, so loved.